Good late morning, soul family, on the Memorial Day weekend, and here comes the party boats yet again. I already did an entire reading, and it was a volcano erupting. It was me, the tiger, and you heard me roar louder than the lion, and I thought, nope, you know what? The reading was amazing, but no. I thought, no, I redid it. So what we're going to do is I want you guys to look. There's going to be 3 piles. And you've got the dog, loyalty, you've got the cat, independence, and you've got Gaia, the goddess of nature. What are you gonna pick? 1, 2, or 3? Okay? If you want to fast forward, I will timestamp. I've learned how to do it. We're gonna work with the Nature Speak Oracle. We're gonna work with the Angel Answers, and I said earlier that I was going to do it, oh, how funny. I was going to try and do it quickly, but you know, nothing ever goes quickly with me. It's interesting because as I'm looking at the cards that I'm just putting down right now, they are in the upright condition, whereas they were in reverse. And it was like, wow. Okay, and I'm switching decks. So the next deck is Healing with the Fairies. And, correct neutrality on all levels. What do you want me to use, Father? What do you want me to use? Okay, Spirit Oracle. I used them earlier as well. But, as I said, it was a little bit too colorful. It was too colorful. My dreams last night showed me a lot of things, and I woke up feeling very independent. Very independent. And I expressed it way too loudly. And it's funny because I'm watching boats race across the water, and the water's all chopped up. Oh. Okay, if you guys have a question, put it in your mind right now. What is it that you want to know from Spirit before you choose your piles? Because I'm going to switch the piles around. I showed you the... Oh, you haven't seen them yet. Okay, cool. I have to use these cards. Oh, shoot. I have to use these cards myself without looking at them. It's so hard for me to do it with these freaking cards. So I am the cat, except for I am the loyal one. So no, the dogs will stay in chains. Hold on. Think cat, loyalty. So I'm going to put myself down as... Ah, shoot. I don't know. What are you guys going to do? 1, 2, or 3? A, B, or C? You, them, and what Spirit has to say to you both, or you, them, and what's coming, or maybe it's an answer to your questions, or maybe it's just, maybe you're taking them all, you know? So I guess I'm doing me, him, and what's coming. And him is my partner, whoever that may be. All right, so here we go. I'll show you again. Oh, I can't because you'll see what's going on. I have to be a little bit. Hide him a little bit. Okay, so take a look again. We'll give you one last look. Okay. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Me, him, or them. And what's coming or whatever, because it's all going to be guidance, right? I noticed that I'm upside down. All right, first message, here we go. All righty, correct for neutrality. I feel better about this. I woke up with a raging headache because Lillian Liger had me up all night long, and I was just ready to knock them both out of my life, like I did. I hucked Lily out on the patio and put Liger out in the other room, and oh my God, it just 4 in the morning. You know, it's awful. To not get any sleep? Ugh. And the dream about the wolf the other night, you know, with the person that was, you know, not well, and it wasn't who I thought it was. I mean, it could have been as well. It was an example of that, but it was definitely somebody else, and both of those people were unwell. All right. Spirit gave me clarification. So first message, timestamp in at 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Letting go. Right on. That's exactly what I've been feeling. Let go. Release. Which is this deck? Healing with the Fairies. All right. So you see that one, and she's just like, yeah. Release. I'm looking at the ice mountains behind her. That's freaking frozen emotion. You know, she's not wearing much, but everything's pretty cool around her. And her hand's like lightning. Look at that, reaching up to spirit. And it's like, that's like, I was thunder before the lightning. That's amazing. So you're not getting positive results right now because you're struggling against the flow. So there's frozen emotions and there's electricity. There's the energies are kind of like, it's not so much that you're struggling against the flow, is that you're trying to figure it out. You're struggling to figure it out. Now, I was trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get to Wisconsin. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. So it's like, you know what? Let go of it. And I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to let spirit bring it to me. And with you, and this, you know, time's running out. Places are booking up, blah, blah, blah. Well, then you know what? If it runs out, when you have a deadline, when we have a time frame deadline, and we panic about that, and we pass that deadline, it wasn't meant to happen, right? It wasn't meant to happen. So it's about thinking from our ego self instead of our higher self. And that's why when it gets heavy and we can't figure out a problem or, you know, a solution to a problem or whatever, we let it go and we ask spirit to do it. If we can't figure it out, if it's frozen all around you, that means it's not moving. So there's nothing you can do to melt that ice, those polar glaciers, right? It's not going to happen. So you just say to spirit, take it. Basically, that's what I see her doing. Take it. I give it to you. You figure it out. I'm going to go climb a mountain. I'm going to go relax. You know, I'm going to go sit in the sun, whatever. I did whatever I was supposed to do, and I'm driving myself mental trying to figure it out. I couldn't sleep last night after those cats kept me awake. You know, and I laid there trying, and my head was hurting so badly. And I was trying to just get into a place of meditation, just where I felt nothing, and the dreams were just intense. And it's just like, stop, just leave me alone, you know? So disconnect, detach. So it's about doing cutting cord meditations too, detaching from the situation, from the people, from the events, whatever it is. Don't let anybody attach to your energy either. So stop the struggle, basically. Stop thinking about it, stop focusing on it, and especially stop seeing it as negative. And I'm getting ringing in my right ear, which is the night side, right? That's not the positive ringing. That's you got ringing in your ear, and it's not good. There's like a negative self-talk, or hear all the birds talking. It's like people are talking in your ear, telling you what to do. And they don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's not their life. This is your life. It's your path. So stop listening to everyone else. Because, you know, believe it or not, you may think that they think they know what's right for you, and you may be asking others' opinion, but they don't know. It's not their path. You have chosen to come here for your own soul's path. And so for you at this time, you need to let it go to spirit. If you can't find a solution to the issue, don't ask other people. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. And clearly at this point, you don't either. So that's me. You know, it doesn't help me. I can ask everybody what they think I should do, but I'm the one that has to make the decision, right? And I've got to figure it out, and I can't figure it out, so I'm just going to let spirit figure it out. That's what they want us to do at this time. So are you willing to surrender to spirit? I sure am. My head's pounding. I'm done. Right? You're going to feel relief once you do this, because spirit will intervene for you. They're able to do that. They're able to step in and do anything. There are no walls for spirit. So say to yourself right now, I'm willing to surrender this situation. I'm saying it right now. And when I let go, everything turns out perfectly in my highest good, because that's a fact, right? And what do we have to say? Spread seeds. Oh, I love bulrushes. Look. Where are they? Where are my bulrushes? I have 2 bulrushes. Where did I put them? Where are my bulrushes? Did I put them outside? Oh, they're right there. See? See my bulrushes? They're not really visible right there. They're called cattails. The cat's with the dog. That's interesting. Cattail. Cattails. I'm getting a message from this. A cat, which I believe is either a female or it is a feminine male, is telling stories, and they're not the truth. It's not the truth. You're not getting the truth. They're cattails. And a lot of this is probably going to come up because of the last reading, the things that I was already shown, but a lot of things are coming up from, like I said, I was definitely going to be doing this differently. I needed to come from a more detached perspective because what I was being given was way too personal, and I responded. And it's funny because I was saying, I'm venting. I admitted that I was venting, and I said that I know Spirit's going to smack me because I don't get 5 minutes to vent. I'm already smacked. So I decided to heed my own words and refrain and restrain and try and see things from a higher perspective. So at this time, that is the truth. There are cattails being told. It's not the truth. So right now, Spirit wants you to seek out environments that are nourishing for you. What is in your highest good? Not everybody else, but what would be best for you? And you think about these little seeds. There's these little tiny seeds inside there. There's millions of them. And when that explodes, those are the little wishes. See the little wish flying by? Ooh. It's kind of like a cottonwood tree. They have close to 250,000 seeds. So you think about how far, when the wind blows, how far they scatter, right? All over the place. So basically it's telling you right now, you have got creative pursuits, endeavors, possibilities, right? And Spirit wants you to spread them all over the place, as far as you can possibly can. And then just let them go. Basically, Spirit's saying, this is the time for you to act. This isn't the time for sedentary action. This is about taking the initiative to create new endeavors, new connections, new anything in your life. This is late spring. We're going into summer. But this is about you taking action in your approach to situations. And you're also going to be finding yourself breaking away. Just like these seeds break away from this cattail, you're going to be breaking away from situations or habits that were restricting you. This is what you're going to find yourself doing. Okay, cool. I like. Considering this was my pile. Angel over me. That's awesome. So you're protected. You have an angel watching over you. There's no reason for fear. Feel the energy. Feel the wings. Feel that energy coming into your body of protection. You're safe. You're good. So that's exactly what they're saying. Interesting, because an amethyst cave is where I always would put somebody for protection. And that's the color of the amethyst. Protection card. Angel wings surround you. Trust. Replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe within the arms of an angel. That's beautiful, isn't it? Thank you. Okay, that was the first message, the first grouping. That was dog, loyalty. Now we're going to cat, independence. And time stamped at 13 minutes and 5 seconds. First message we have, making new friends. That's cool. I like that idea. So it's important for you to make new friends. It might be that you're going to be making new friends because as we go on our spiritual path, our friends change, right? People that are not awakening or not enlightening or not following our same path start falling away from us. And it can be difficult. But it's in your highest good. And Spirit's saying it would benefit you if you started making new friends. Friends that were more aligned with your spiritual path, with your way of looking at things. Because your interests have changed. You may not have the same interest well, clearly you don't have the same interest that you did. None of us do. As we awaken, it ripples throughout our life. Everything changes. And so there's a transformation that's going on here. And your thoughts and your emotions are more focused on your spiritual path because you've awakened. You hung out with those people and they're cool and you've known them your whole life and but they don't view things the way that you view things. I have friends that I love and I care for, but we're not on the same path. And they can be okay with your path, but sometimes they're a block. I'm watching a lot of migration happening right now. The ducks, they're all moving across the lake. They're going from this direction. They're all going together. So community is ducks, and they're of like mind and like faith, basically. So they're kind of moving in the same direction. So that's what's going on here. You might find that you're not as drawn to the old friends. The interest that you had once don't hold interest for you now. So yes, this is difficult. We've spoken about this. This is difficult, but it's not that you're judging your old friends, and it's not that you're rejecting them, that you don't love them. Sometimes they feel they're confused and they don't understand, what happened to my mom or my sister or my brother or my buddy? Like, what's going on? Who are you? But you are evolving into who you're meant to be. Life is not meant to stay the same. It's like you had friends when you in elementary school, and then you go to junior high and things kind of shift, and then you go to high school and things kind of shift. But after high school, some people go to college, some people go off to the workforce, and then even after college it changes again, and then people get married and it changes. It's constantly changing. But as far as the spiritual path, it's very, very different. So you're growing, and you need to make room for this growth, and you need to make room to allow new friends to come to you. So look at her arms open wide. Bring to me. She's a butterfly. She's in spiritual transformation. So she wants to have, this is the color of truth, the color of speech. So she's asking for ones who are speaking their truth, their spiritual truth, or walking their path, walking their walk, talking their talk. Like-minded people are drawn to each other, right? You want that. You don't want to try and fit into and continue to try and fit into an old mold that you've outgrown. You've outgrown it because you've changed. You're looking at things from a different perspective. It's not what it was once. So stop fighting it and recognize that this isn't in your highest good. You deserve to have good friends, people that uplift you and make you happy, and that you feel inspired around, people who support you and understand you, not people who think you're weird, not people who judge you. Listen to the birds. Oh, it's so beautiful. People that are attracted to the same things as you are. That's what you're meant to have in your life. Rare opportunity. Ooh, once in a blue moon. Gotta like that. We have a full moon coming up. So there's something that's about to happen that is very, very rare coming into your life. And something that you are going to be able to... Oh, I need to have a drink of water. Sorry. Rare. Once in a blue moon. So we do have actual full moons that are called blue moons. I wonder if we have a blue moon that's coming up. That's interesting. I should look and ask. Let me ask. Hold on. I don't know what it's called, the moon that's coming up. I know that because my landlord looked up at the moon last night and he said to me, is that a full moon? And I'm like, not yet, but it's almost there. So let me see. Full moon, what's it called? I don't think it's a blue moon because I think we would have been told about it. When is the next blue moon? Now, I'm also thinking about your dreams. You might have had dreams that have been making you sad. The next blue moon is, well, we had one March 31st. So May 21st. Oh my God. Oh no, that was 2/16. So the next one will be in the spring of 2019. So it's not very often. So that's how rare this occurrence is, this opportunity. So you've got an opportunity in front of you that doesn't come along that often. About every 2.5 years. So an opportunity, it's going to come to you within the next month. And it's going to be very, very rare. Ooh, it's exciting. And it might not come around again for a very, very long time. So Spirit wants you to take advantage of it. This is meant for you. And it's going to be, whatever this is, it's going to draw. You know how the moon pulls the tide? This is going to draw bigger things to you. This is very, very important. When this opportunity shows up, don't pass it up. Ooh, that's exciting. It's exciting. Faith. Right now things might look a little cloudy to you. Can't see the forest for the trees. It's a little cloudy here, but Spirit's asking for you to have faith. They're saying that there are no obstacles in your way. Follow your heart. The path is safe. The way ahead is clear. Have faith. Yeah. Timestamp 19 minutes on the dot. All right, next message. Grouping coming forward is from Gaia, the goddess of creation and nature. Okay. Oh God, this is where I was talking about going. The whole first reading I was talking about the giant sequoias. Peace of mind. I find my peace of mind in the forest with the big trees and the ferns. I want the ferns. Oh, how beautiful is that? So, what do you need to do to find your peace of mind? For me, go to the forest. Go where the trees are. Oh, where you can breathe, where it's fresh and clear. Also, coming clean. The color of this white it's like coming clean, speaking your truth. This is love and healing and getting grounded. So you're able to get grounded by speaking your truth. Maybe you need to go into a place like this where you can connect with spirit so that you are able to come clean. Maybe this is cleansing for your soul, for your mind. I notice how underneath her eyes they're highlighted. You're able to see clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Ooh, I like that song. What was that called? I can see clearly now. There's something else that I can see clearly now. Where is it? All right, come on, give me the lyrics. Johnny Nash? Yeah. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, I like this. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. But then they give it a question, like they're kind of wondering, is it? It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look around. There's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead. Nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. God, that's so awesome. See, maybe you went into the forest because you couldn't see the forest for the trees before. But you went there to heal. And you found your truth. And now you see the opening and the cleansing and the clearing and the grounding that came. That's a beautiful, beautiful place where you find your peace of mind. And it's not something that we have to work for. We have it inside of us. Remember, I've said so often, the master is able to find peace in the midst of chaos. So we have to work at chipping away what comes up around the outside of us that's clouding our peace of mind. And we need to take the steps that bring us peace of mind. Being honest with yourself. That's why she's wearing white, or he, right? Live, but live according to what your higher self tells you is best for you. Get balanced. Be helpful and kind to other people, but also be loving to yourself. Avoid anything that's negative, anything that's pulling you down, any toxic environments, people, energy, foods, drugs, alcohol, anything that's polluting you. Media, God, stay away from the news and the newspapers. It's brutal. Surrender whatever you can't work out to spirit, like we learned in the first grouping, right? Get out with nature and make things simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Stop overanalyzing, right? Stop going over and trying figuring things out that you can't figure out. Remember the song we got yesterday? As long as we're together, everything's going to be okay. You know, just let it be. What's meant to be will be. Let's move forward. Like that. Simplify it. And when you have to say no to someone, say no without guilt. Don't do anything out of guilt. You have been allowing people to control you and manipulate your decisions. And you've been doing it out of guilt. You've been feeling guilty, and because of guilt, you've been making decisions that you don't want to make, that things are not in your highest good. And Spirit doesn't want you to do this anymore. And just like that song, there's been an emotional breakthrough. Those trees, the forest, you couldn't see the forest for the trees. It was so dark and gloomy. But you know, you tap into your higher self. You call on Spirit, and you see the reflection, and you've had an emotional breakthrough. Yes. Emotional transformation, release, freedom. It is safe for you to express how you feel. Let it all out. Relationships will deepen as a result. So often we're afraid to speak our truth. Afraid we will be judged or ridiculed or not believed, or it doesn't even matter because we need to speak our truth. As I said, I'm the lion. What was it that I changed my profile banner picture for that today, and I put up, this is me. At the top of the mountains where I found my peace, right? You climb up the mountain. It was challenging. When the great wave comes, you go to the mountain. It's difficult. The mountain is meditation. It's going within. It's going into, maybe you literally went to the mountains like I did. And you climb up, and it's not easy going through all of that. But when you get to the top, you're able to see above those clouds, and then you see that blue sky, right? Check it out. Let me reposition this. I can move it. Look at that blue sky. I got above. I climbed up that mountain, and I got there, and I was victorious, and I saw the blue sky ahead, right? And the words, we're talking about speaking your truth. I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath
scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I sat quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up, already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice? You hear that sound? Like thunder. I'm going to shake the ground. Remember, I was lightning before the thunder. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, because I've had enough. I see it all. I see it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, a fighter, dancing through the fire, because I'm a champion, and you're going to hear me roar, louder than a lion, because I am a champion. You're going to hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up. I'm already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice? You hear that sound like thunder? Gonna shake that ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, because I've had enough. I see it all. I see it all. I see it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, because I'm a fighter dancing through that fire that you wanted to burn me down, but no. I set fire to the rain, to my tears, and I'm a champion, and you're going to hear me roar, louder than a lion. That's right. That's what happens when you release, when you speak your truth, and you let it all out. Because why? Because you had been letting other people manipulate your decisions and tell you what you should be doing, what they felt was in your highest good, when nobody knows what is your highest good but you. Only you know what's in your highest good. This is your spiritual path. These are your choices to make. So stop asking for other people's opinion about what they think you should do, and start doing what your higher self tells you should do, and speak your truth, because it will help your relationships. Love, love, love that message. Uh-oh. Didn't I say this was in the upright? It was in the upright. It was. I must have turned it upside down. So it was in the upright, because I said, remember, all the other ones were in reverse order the first time. And I said, and you know, that's how I affected my, I got my own messages. I got the messages that I needed to hear, you know. But then when I reshuffled and I came back in a more centered place, then the story changes, which is another message for us. If we get ourselves centered and we come from a place of balance and we're connecting with our higher self, the messages that we get change, because now we've got a different perspective, right? We've shifted things. Look how quickly. Every one of these cards was upside down when I did the reading, the first reading. So that's why I knew that it wasn't for everyone. The reading was my own. It was messages to myself. So now for you, there's the forest, that beautiful forest, like I was in the sequoias. And it's talking about awakening your magic. This beautiful place. Look how lush and green everything is, for growth and for healing and for love. That's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. This is a place where things are wild. This is where bear in the forest and deer run wild. And this is not where city, where people are controlling things and where there's rules and laws. This is beyond society and rules and what other people say that you should do. This is a mystery. You don't get to control this. This is where magic lives. And magic lives within us. Within us. And Spirit is telling us right now, don't be afraid to let that out. And a lot of times people don't act. They don't do anything because they don't feel they have the power. Remember? I went from zero to my own hero. This person felt that way about themselves. I bit my tongue. I held my breath. I was afraid to rock the boat. Didn't want to make a mess. Sat quietly, politely. Yes, sir. No, sir. Doing what everybody else wants you to do. Fuck that. Waking up the magic within yourself. You're not acting because you're afraid you don't have power. You have more power than anyone even understands. You are limitless. Actually, what the truth of the matter is, you're afraid to release your power. If you release your power, everything's going to change. Everything's going to change, but it's going to change in a good way. Sometimes people won't like it when you change, but that's too bad. It's in your highest good. So do something different right now. Spirit wants you to do something different than you normally have done. If you normally sit in quiet meditation and you light incense and you play a crystal singing bowl, do it differently. Light candles. Go on a walking meditation in nature. Go outside and bang a drum. I don't know. Pray differently. Get down on your knees. Get down on your freaking knees and pray. Whatever it is, if you normally turn left, turn right. If you're normally aggressive, be quiet. If you're normally quiet, it's time to get aggressive. Because what that does is it shakes things up. And that's what Spirit wants you to do right now. It's going to stir the magic and the power within you, and you are going to be successful, and more successful than you actually believe. Ooh, dig on that message. All right, we are now, was that it? Oh my God, 30 minutes in. I knew we would go quick. Okay, so I love that. That's awesome. I think we're done. So what I asked for before was a group message. Okay, so I'm going to ask for a group message again, and man, my head is pounding. So let me put these little, oh, don't break. I dropped my fading quartz crystal. That's healing in relationships and within family. And I dropped it. That's interesting. I dropped it. I dropped my focus on healing this family relationship. I dropped it because that's what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to let them handle it. It's not for you to handle. You've been trying to handle something that wasn't for you to deal with. And Spirit wants you to let them handle it and get on with your own life. Okay, what is the deck? Spirit Oracle. Spirit Oracle. Spirit Oracle. Really? No, we did Spirit Oracle. We did Spirit Oracle. Give me another one. I'm arguing with Spirit. No? Okay. I just heard no. I mean, we just did Spirit Oracle. Sometimes I wonder if, that's just because it was in my head. But no, I'm looking at all of my decks. And that's another thing. Your intuition tells you something, pay attention to it. If you hear something, trust it. We have to trust what we get. It's not going to kill you guys if it was supposed to be a different deck. I heard Spirit Oracle, but I go with what my higher self says. Even when I don't like it. Like that reading was badass. It was freaking awesome. It was the one that I did first. But clearly, if all those cards were upside down and they came back in reverse, I was right to not send it out. So our message is this. Oh, wow, we got this yesterday. This is interesting. So, wow, this is interesting because I got this in my dreams last night. Okay, so we see a lot of intensity happening right here. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of self-worth. There's a lot of spiritual connecting to the stars, connecting to your highest self. You are a crystal child. You are a star child. You are an indigo child or adult. You are aware of what's going on. You know very well. You're seeing through the bullshit. You're draping yourself in your truth and your honesty. You're coming from a place of purity and purity and strength. There's a lot of solar plexus here. I am worthy. This is about remembering who you are. So now you've got energy coming at you. Electric energy shooting at you. We got this yesterday. Electricity, thunderbolt, activation. You are subconsciously connecting with the awesome power that lies in the energy of the stars. Intergalactic transmission from a place beyond time. A message is coming. Be open-minded. Now, this is double emphasis since we just got this yesterday. I got messages last night. I got so many messages yesterday, and it's funny because when they came in, they were big deals. And I got, wow, there's my message. And then I got another one after that, and I got, wow, there's my message. And I got confusion because they were gnarly, the messages that came to me. So, you may be, we need to be open-minded. And for me, it was confusing because it was like two completely different things. So I'm going to ask for another message, and it's coming from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, okay? And maybe this could either be just a message for you guys and for myself, or this could be what it's in regards to. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Take myself out of this. I ask that any energy that comes into this reading is only from the highest light. I also ask that this reading be protected and myself, any energies. I don't want anything, any other clingers or hangers-on or entities that are not of the highest caliber. Nothing is allowed to be attached to me, and I release all of this when we are done. This is only in the highest light for everyone. Okay. Wow. Okay, so this is a hangers-on, and I'll talk about that first. I always do that. So you're going to be having memories that are going to be coming up, and they're going to be peaceful memories, happy memories, memories that make you feel good, okay? Could be from childhood, could be from early parts of your memory, maybe somebody that that you love. Whatever it is, I don't care. There's sweet memories coming. And the deal is with this is that the memories are coming up, and if it brings up sadness, you let it go. You bring it to the point of that was happy, and then you let it go. You're not focusing on things to the point where it's supposed to make you sad. Whatever's going to be coming up, little reminders, little might be, a song that you hear. It might be a picture you come across. It might be a stuffed animal. I don't know, whatever it might be for you, an occasion, a time, a place. It's meant to help you out right now. Okay, so that's kind of hanging on. So hold on to the happy memories is my message. Maybe whatever's you have to let go of. Hold on to the positive memories and let go of the sadness. Don't allow it to hold you in a place of sadness. Don't hold on to the past, whether it be grief, blame, anger, ridicule, judgment. Just hold on to what was happy, and thank you for the happy memories, and that's the end. Oh shoot, it was here, right? Gosh, I don't know if it was here or the one over here. Shoot, you guys. Don't know if it was that one or that one, and I can't rewind it to watch. So you know what? This is going to be ridiculous. I have to do all three of them, and I'll do it quickly, I guess. Because right now, you're looking at something that feels very barren. I saw that little girl in my dream. I saw her. Wow, she looks just like my friend's daughter. And this one was taken away from her parents. Father went to jail. Mother was not well, went into a hospital. And this one was left without their caregivers. And everything was left very, very barren. It was very, very difficult. And yet Spirit's asking you with that message to count your blessings. Look at her little sad face. So there is something that you have in your life and you're overlooking it. You've taken it for granted. It's there so in your face, and it's become so a part of your everyday life that you're not recognizing the blessing that it is. So Spirit wants you to look around because it's almost become invisible to you. Look at the abundance that's there for you and recognize that there is the harvest is past here, but there's a new harvest. This is the number one. This is a new beginning for you. There is going to be a harvest for you. And right now, there are people that owe you. If they owe you money, it's time to call in the debt. Because that's what it's talking about for some reason, because of harvest. You're barren here, but people owe you. And if they owe you, don't be afraid to call in because you've earned that. Don't let anyone cheat you out of what is yours, is the message. Don't let anyone cheat you. Because this is about harvest that is owed to you. And the things that you have worked for are worth protecting. So whatever that you have earned, it's not too small. And it isn't just ordinary. And right now, Spirit's saying you've actually got more material wealth than you recognized. You got to look around. What is it that you have that you're not recognizing? Pay attention to that. Next message is ghosts of the past. The past returns for a time, but you know what? You've come back from wherever you were, and look at one time everyone was wearing these masks. Remember I said yesterday, everybody wears masks. So many people wear masks, but you don't wear a mask. You're not wearing that mask. And now you might be running into people that you knew from the past, and yet you're not going to go back into that masquerade. You're not going to go back into that pretend situation. That's not who you are anymore. You've changed. You've taken your mask off. Because why? Because you've awakened. You're not like your old friends. You're not like that group of people in that masquerade ball. People who put on pretenses and who want to fit in, so they behave this way. And at this time, people are going to come back into your life that some of them you may not want to see. Maybe it's a time people are going to see you, and it's going to remind you of a time when you were having a really difficult time. Things weren't good for you. So seeing them brings up painful memories. So you don't want to be reminded of that. But it's there to remind you how far you've come. And there could be teachers, there could be friends, whoever it is that's coming forward at this time. There could be old lovers, there could be old crushes, situations. But they're there to show you how far you've come and what's changed in your life. And right now, what it is when, somebody may come forward and you need to move through this quickly. No, what the deal is, they'll say, hey, man, come with us, do this. No, you know what? That's not my lifestyle. That's not who I am anymore. And right now, when these come up, when you're faced with these people from the past, you're supposed to look. Wow, that just changed. That fell down here and changed my screen, and I'm sitting on top of a mountain. So I've come to the top of the mountain, and I can see from a higher perspective now. So that's you. You've come through that challenge, because a mountain is a challenge. You've come through that challenge. And now these people showing up shows you what needs to be adjusted, what needs to be shifted in my life. Do you have to make peace with people? Do you have to apologize? Do you have to accept apologies? Do you have to say, look, you know what, this is my life, that was yours? And I'm cutting cords, because the three fates, what comes around goes around. This is literally karma coming back. Reaping your karmic, this is it, you know, and other people as well. And do I reweave relationships with people that I have let go, or do I cut the cord? Because this one's looking like I'm cutting cords between some people, and that's what's going on here. You're going to take a look at this and you're going to realize, wow, this I'm not meant to be with, and this needs to be cut, and this I need to reweave. There needs to be forgiveness. There needs to be possibly the need to be forgiven. Whatever it is, the ghosts of the past are here and they're haunting you. And you can't pretend that things are the way they were before, because they're not. And you're not going to be afraid of the past. Look at that snotty little face this one has. You're not going to be afraid of these three. I keep seeing this one that separates from these three. Don't know who these three are, but they're no good. We're cutting cords with that. And remember, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Stop with the blame. Remember what that other song was? You used to bite your tongue around these people. You used to try and fit in. You quietly go along, but you got to the breaking point. And they held you under to the point where you couldn't even freaking breathe. But now you're going to shake it up. You're coming into that mask ball, and you're taking your mask off, and you're saying, look, I'm grounded. Look at the color. Grounded. I've got healing. I'm connected to my spiritual self. I am not who I once was. So maybe I did do this, that, or the other. And I ran with you, and I did that with you too. Yep, but I'm not who I am. I was. I'm a different person. I've grown into who I am. And I'm continuing to grow, and I'm choosing not to follow that path anymore. So we all get the opportunity to change, and Spirit's blessing this and asking for this to happen. So that's for all of us. 41 minutes, we're done. Bam. All right, you guys, I love you. I'm glad I redid this reading. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to put some peppermint oil on my temples to get rid of this headache. My stinky little cats kept me up all night. I love you. Talk to you soon.